So, hello, here's Alexis Morales, and welcome to The Mind of a Dummy, a podcast where we talk about all the questions you have, but don't ask anyone. So, the first thing is, I want to share something from my week. So, this week, I really struggled with being nice. I also changed my life a little bit, like in terms of calendar things, like things I do, because I started staying at work after I'm already done with work to do my trading and studying. And it just really felt overwhelming to me. And another thing is like, I feel like I have so much to do, even though I really don't have to do it. I just want to do it. And yeah, this week we're going to talk about overwhelming thoughts, feeling uncomfortable, how to improve your life, and how to change your life, and also when to take breaks. So those are some questions out of my diary. And then let's hop right into my diary. So I always write down a habit for the week, and my habit for this week was notes teacher and Anki on the toilet. So it's just like studying piano notes or music notes and English vocabulary words on the toilet. I actually did it the first few days, but then I stopped doing it. So it's like half done, and I want to continue it next week. And then my thoughts. So, how to feel less stressed? Like I already told you, I changed something in my life, and I really felt the stress, how it increased. And I I don't know how I can feel less stressed, but the only thing I know is by doing more quality work than quantity work. Because I don't feel stressed because I have too much to do. I feel stressed because I do all the things I do half-ass and I'm not happy with the results. So I think that by doing a little bit less or just take myself more time for what I want to do, I'll be more fulfilled with my videos, with everything I create, and by that also will feel less stressed. And also trading stressed me out a lot, and probably was too because I wasn't patient. I didn't trust the progress, or in that case, the market, to just give me an opportunity. I wanted to create an opportunity out of nothing. I was prepared, but I didn't wait for life give me an opportunity. And I know that success is when preparation meets opportunity. So that's what I'll try to do for next week. Wait, let's just pass this on to later. So like, yeah, at the end I'll tell you what I want to do next week, like what I want to do better than behavior terms wise. So then, the next question: how to accept being imperfect? Wait, let me write that down real quick. Like, just a question: what to improve next week? So, excuse me. So yeah, how to accept being imperfect? That's also a big one because I don't know. I'm a perfectionist, and probably a lot of you are too. And I don't know how I can just start, or it's hard for me to start things and just kind of figure out how to do them. And yeah, most of the time I want a plan and then start. But what I found out in my journey till now, the best results you get aren't the ones with a perfect plan. It are the results that you create by doing something repeatedly and keep asking yourself the question, how can I improve it? And that's not what I started doing with my videos. Like, if you see the video, you see, like, I have my key light. You can't see it, but I have a key light here. Then I have a backlight here. And then I have like a static light here. Yes. And I think just the video looks way more calming to look at. And yeah, I changed my entire room. I also ordered a new microphone. It's from Rode. I don't know which one it is. And I also ordered a microphone arm and also a face cam for next week. So I really want to upscale my videos in terms of quality. And I know I can do it. I didn't bought the most expensive equipment, the most beautiful equipment, because I know I don't need it to make good quality videos. Like the setup I have now would be sufficient, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know why I bought it. It's just also fun, to be honest. Wait, now let's go back to the question. So accept being imperfect. So I already told it, just start doing. And perfection is created by repeated action with the thought of how to improve yourself or of how to improve. And don't exaggerate this. Like, I have this problem a lot where I want things to be so perfect that I spend too much time thinking how it can be perfect instead of how making it perfect. I don't know, there's a weird background noise. I don't know what it is, sorry. But yeah, so just start doing, and by doing something enough times, you'll get better and better. And perfection is the thief of improvement, because perfection is impossible, but improvement is the best way how you can get closest to perfection. Then the next thing, doing things right and spend more time doing things to save time. So yeah, that's also, it's connected with how to feel less stressed. I already answered it with how to feel less stressed, but I'll repeat it. So by doing things right and spend more time doing things like this podcast, I prepared myself for the entire week. Like, I wrote down my questions. I have a template on Notion that I always fill out quickly. And just by doing those small things, they don't take a lot of time now. But creating it and everything took a lot of time, but now I have like an automated thing, and I can do it every week. And yeah, just by that, I feel like reducing my stress, even though I still have to study today, and it's already 7:30 p.m. But yeah, I think that's the key thing of feeling less stressed and more fulfilled. Yes. And another point is you'll save time, because if you not just only do it with your videos, with what you want to do, and also start doing with things you don't want to do. Studying. Yeah, for me it's studying. You'll be less stressed because you'll start doing those things more slowly and more focused. And also, like, putting your shoes in the right place. When you come home, putting your wallet into the specific place that is meant for your wallet. All those little stuff, all those little things add up, and eventually life will be easier, and you will have more time. But if you think of it, you just spend more time doing the things right. But because you did those things right, the universe rewards you with more time, because you don't need to look for your stuff or search for it 1 hour or something. Yeah. Then the next thing is having too much ideas. So I don't know if I can really say I suffer from too much ideas, but I have a lot of ideas, and I often want to execute all of them at the same time, and sometimes that's kind of tormenting. I fall into some sort of agony, and it really it really hits me sometimes. But I just know that I can't do everything at once, and I said it last week already, or I didn't. But I want to start writing down my ideas because I have some great ideas, but for now I'll just stick to what I do. And maybe when I'll have more time one day, I'll I'll put my mind into my other ideas. Then the next thing, feeling uncomfortable equals growth. So a lot of people, if something gets uncomfortable, they walk away from it. But I'm not like that. Like when something is uncomfortable to me, I don't want to do it, but I do it anyways because I don't want to be the person that runs or that gets adhered, or how you call it, that gets governed by his nervous system. I want to live by what my mind wants to do and what I actually want to do, and by feeling uncomfortable and pushing through those times, or pushing through that. Usually it's just one threshold that you need to surpass. And yeah, so put yourself into uncomfortable situations. And why did this question appear? It probably appeared because like at work I see a lot of people, they're genuinely nice persons. Nice persons? Yeah. Nice person. No, nice persons. What the fuck? Something's off in that sentence. They're generally nice persons. I don't know. I just say persons. But they don't do things that are uncomfortable. They just stick to what they know and don't try out new stuff. And usually they put it all on their age. But yeah, I just want to advise you to push through uncomfortable times and try out new things, because you will never know what you like if you never try. Then the next thing, everyone just wants to be useful. So that's also something I noticed. This question appeared when I just was walking outside, and I just looked at people, and they don't like their job, but they're still doing it. Why? Probably because they just wanna be accepted. And yeah, and it's beautiful, but it's also kind of scary. And yeah, I don't know really what to say more than this. Then the next thing is everyone wants to get accepted. It's kind of similar thing, and I think those are the most basic needs a human needs, like acceptance and being useful. And if you don't have that, you have nothing. And I live too by that, but it's kind of different it kind of has a different effect on me, because I don't need acceptance from people to feel good. And also, I don't want to feel useful to someone. I want to feel useful to myself. And I think those are the small differences that are differing me from the rest of the world and me. Yeah. Then the next question I ask myself is, how can I get better at life? So earlier in my life, I talk like I'm 80, but just before all this self-improvement shit, I was playing a lot of video games, and already there, I always wanted to better myself and improve. And yeah, but I never really asked myself this question, and that's why I didn't turn pro, because I didn't ask this question to myself enough times, because that's what you need to improve. And I don't really know how to get better in life. I think the only way to get better in life is through suffering. You can't grow without suffering. You need to be in a state of agony sometimes and just push through it. And in that state of agony, you will have deliberating. No, not deliberating. No, you will have liberating thoughts, and a lot of epiphanies will appear in your life or in your head. And that's what you need to grow. So, how can I get better at life? Suffer. Then the next thought: how can I deal better with stress? So, I already answered that, so we'll skip this one. Then the next one: how do I actually improve my life? Or better said, how do I actually implement those changes that I want to do into my life? So, as an example, I've noticed that whenever someone talks to me about something that I'm not interested in, I don't listen. And I know it's wrong, but how can I change it now? And for that example, I would write down how to improve this action, or this, just what I need to improve. And yeah, but I don't really know how to apply improvements into your life. You just need to figure out what's wrong and then fix it. Yeah. A big part is probably not comparing yourself, because if you compare yourself to other people, you don't improve in the way that's meant for you, but you improve in the way that others are meant to improve. And maybe you don't even improve. So yeah, but I don't really know that question, so I'll mark it and we'll go over it several weeks till I can answer it. That's also something I want to do. Okay, next thing. How do I recognize mistakes? So there's a TikTok video I saved, not this week, but like a half a year ago. And it says like, a lot of times when life gets bad, it's not life that gets bad, but it's you that are toxic. And by that, I mean, before you start to accuse other people, start looking at your own actions. Start looking at what you are doing bad and what you can improve. Because a lot of times, it's you. A lot of times, it's not like, it's not extrinsic factors that are making you feel bad. It's you. And you need to recognize those mistakes. And how you can recognize them is, people will tell you for sure. And the next thing is, you'll probably notice it too. Like, ask yourself those questions. As an example, if you're lonely, do you actively do something to not be lonely? Like, do you talk to people, or you're just silent in the room? Do you try to keep those connections, or do you just like let them go and hope for the best? Or another example, if you are obese and want to lose weight, and you're just like, oh, I can't lose weight, Like, are you actually tracking your calories? Do you know what you eat? Do you know how to lose weight? Are you in a calorie deficit? Same for gaining weight. Like, don't just say, I, I eat so much, but I just don't gain weight. How much do you eat? Have you ever tried eating more? It's those kind of questions. And I think you can ask those questions not only on those things you want to improve, but also, or how can I say it? Like, you don't just can ask those questions for fitness. You also can ask those questions for mental states. Like the example I used with not listening to people a lot of times is a problem I have. Like, I'm so fixed in my mind sometimes that I forget to listen to other people. And I'm still a social person, but that's something I needed to improve. Like the entire last year, or yeah, I never listened to anyone. And I knew that that was my mistake. And it was hard to change it because I still have all those thoughts. And now, like, while having those thoughts and getting tormented by them, I still somehow find my strength to listen to other people and to show empathy. Yeah, I think it's called like that. I just show that I care. And I do care, but it's hard for me to show care. Not because I don't care, but because I can be right in front of you, but my mind could be on the other side of the world. And people feel that. Okay. Then, the next question. Will I ever feel like I am enough? I don't know if you guys have this question, but I get it a lot. Like, wait. What? She's big. I get it a lot. Like, everything I do, I just ask myself, am I doing enough? Is this the best I can do? And I just ask myself so many questions on how can I get better? And I think this comes from never feeling enough or never feeling satisfied. And I think that's actually never feeling satisfied or feeling enough is a good thing, but not if like you don't feel enough and get like sad of it or empty. But I think not feeling like enough creates a kind of hunger that you probably need to get successful. And also, yeah, that's again how to recognize my mistakes. I wouldn't call it a mistake, this one, but I suffer with those thoughts, like not feeling enough. And something that I want to change there now is I want to show more gratitude and be more grateful for things I have and already that I'm already doing, because I've come far, not just mentally, also physically and emotionally. And just the sheer fact that I'm recording this video and talking about my life, and everybody can look at those videos or podcasts, and I might get laughed at it for it, but I just don't care anymore. Like, I might, okay, maybe I care. Maybe like, maybe I'll think at 11 o'clock, like, oh my God, he laughed at me. Why? I still have those thoughts, but at the end, I just think to myself, does it really matter? And the answer is always no, because if they judge, they just don't understand me, and that's completely fine. Yeah, I don't know, fuck you. No, blah, blah, blah. I swear one day I will get how we call it, banned from Spotify for cussing so much. I don't even know if the word cussing is the right word to use for this. Just saying bad words. Okay, yeah. Okay, then the next question is, what does it really take to be successful? So, I don't envy successful people anymore because I know that envy people have suffered a lot in their life. They've risked so much. They've sacrificed so much. And everybody that envies successful people just doesn't know what it takes to be successful. Like the difference between a successful person and the average person isn't that the successful person is a better person. It's just that they were brave enough to chase their dreams. They were brave enough to stand alone against 1,000 people and say, that's me and I'll do this, not what everybody else is doing. And that takes a lot of courage because we humans are psychologically bound to connections. And if you separate yourself so hard from the others, you will suffer no matter what. And am I doing those things? I don't know. Maybe I don't suffer enough. Maybe I do. Maybe I suffered more than I should. But, like, I don't know. I could force myself to suffer more, but I don't know if it would be sustainable. I could do more than I'm doing right now. I couldn't do a lot of more, but a little more too. Like I could sleep less, never see my friends. But I think by doing that, I would just reduce my productivity rather than improve it, because I'm a human too, and I'm not a machine. And that's also something I've needed to learn. So, what does it really take to be successful? We'll discuss this question next week again, because I don't know. And one day I also I wanna interview like some successful people or people that just are fulfilled with their lives, and maybe we'll have this question till there, or maybe that's a question that never will get answered. So, I wrote this one question down 2 times. So, next question. Why do I often feel like a failure? It's the same question as will I ever feel like I am enough? And probably it's because I try more than others, so I fail more. This weekend I made like a crash course for car. It's called VKU, Verkehrskundeunterricht. So for you English listeners, it's just a course where you learn about how to drive and oh my days, the English word. Just learn about how to drive and when to be careful. Yeah. And I forgot it. I forgot what I wanted to say. No. What do I often feel like a failure? Yeah, I forgot it. Oh my god, I'm triggered. I feel like a failure because I'm doing more than others. And by I have it again. So because I do more, I fail more. And like same with a car. The chance of getting into an accident is higher if you drive 10 kilometers or 100. Like if you drive 10, the chance of getting into an accident is, as an example, 1%. And if you drive 100, it's 10% because you drove 10 times of the distance. And I think that's what I'm doing. And that's also why I feel like a failure. Okay, the next thing. When to push till failure and when to pause. So, I already tapped this topic today, like before a little bit, but we'll go deeper now. So, when should you push past your limits and when should you pause? So, I think in the gym, your last set should always be to failure. That's something I deliberately do deliberately do every week or every day nearly. And you should train your body till failure because that's how it grows. But with your mental health or with your endurance for stress and everything, I think it doesn't work just by hammering unlimited amount of pressure on yourself. Because your nervous system can get overloaded, like your body. That's why you rest. But rest with the mental or with the nervous system is different. You need to pause. In the gym, you sleep or you take rest days. And I think for the nervous system, you do the same. And sometimes there are days where it's just so uncomfortable to do everything. Like, I'd rather stay in bed the entire day. And I think those days really show what you are made of. But you shouldn't exaggerate those days. You should if every day feels like torture, you're not on the right way. If some days feel like torture and you need to push through like 1 day per week that feels like hell, or 2 days, then that's probably your right way and you're just doing something that sucks or you feel like shit today. But I think if you suffer too much, you're just doing something wrong. Like, really wrong. Okay. So why can I do everything except schoolwork? And I actually have an easy answer to it. I don't see a purpose in schoolwork. I just don't. Like, why should I grind for school if everybody just cheats on those exams and everything is just fake nowadays or always was fake? And I just don't see the point of putting in more work to have like the same degree. That just doesn't make sense for me. And that's also why I don't put so much energy into school. Because you don't get rewarded for what you put in. You get rewarded for what you can show you can do. But they don't control how you do it. They just control the results. And yeah. I don't know. Then, oh my God, the last question. Why or how can people stay average? So, if I just think of not going to the gym, I just get goosebumps because I would feel gross. I don't know how people can live every day not working out, not like trying to pursue their goals or having no goals. I don't know how people can eat crap every day and feel good. I just don't get it. I'm kind of jealous of those people, but I'm not. But how can you live your entire life just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? I just don't get it. Like, same job for years. No purpose, nothing. McDonald's after work because you're too lazy. No workout, nothing. I just don't know. What the fuck? I already feel like crap if I skip one training session. But I just don't get it. I don't get how people can just stay like this. There are people in this world that are so massively cooked badly cooked, and they don't even try to improve something. And that's something I'll never understand in this world. I can guess where it comes from. It comes from trying to fit in and stuff like this, but I just don't get it. Bro, if you look like a fucking donut, that's a sign that you should go to the gym or just do sport. I don't care what you do. Go running. Find your thing you enjoy doing that makes you fit. I believe that everybody needs at least like 3 things in order to be mentally happy, physically, and emotionally. So firstly, everybody needs friends. Secondly, everybody needs something that they can do for their body. And then lastly, everybody just needs to eat healthy. It's not that hard. Yeah, it takes time, but buy yourself some bread and don't fucking put the jam on it. Put eggs on it. What the fuck? Why would you eat jam with bread every single morning? What the fuck, bro? You're just eating sugar. You're just eating sugar with sugar, or cornflakes, like Frosties, bro. That's sugar with sugar, bro. You're just why don't why don't you buy like white sugar and eat it, bro? What the fuck, bro? I just don't get it. Or like an oily pizza from Domino's. Why don't you just buy like sunflower oil at the grocery store and drink it, bro? It's the same thing. And if somebody clips this, like, I will come home to you and delete that video. But yeah, but that's just funny to me. Or like if you stand in front of the mirror and I don't know, you just like look like a whale. Not to be mean, but are you actually comfortable in your body? Probably not. And you're doing nothing about it. I could talk a tremendous time. Huh? I could talk an eternity about this topic. No. Fuck it. I tried to use better words, but nah, I can't. I could talk unlimited time, unlimited amount of time about those topics. And I think that's also a little bit where my purpose lies, because I really enjoy those talks, and I really want to motivate people to do better in their lives. And yeah. So now, weekly reflection questions. So you can see how imperfect I am. What the fuck up I am. No, just kidding. Okay, so discipline. Where did I act disciplined this week? Even when no one noticed. So, what I did my videos. I went to the gym 4 times. I replaced or somehow did Muay Thai training. I traded every day this week after work on my laptop. I journal. I journaled nearly every day. I prayed nearly every day. I recorded those videos. So many things. I was a nice person this week. Like, I was funny. I was myself. I tried out new things. I didn't. Let's remove this. Yeah, that's the thing where I showed discipline and that nobody noticed. Okay, then the next thing. What did I avoid this week that I know I shouldn't have? Where did I avoid something? Sometimes I just avoid telling people how I feel or what I feel. Yeah. I just don't like that. Yeah. And I avoided schoolwork. I'm laughing now, but I really shouldn't avoid it, because it can get me into big trouble if I don't do it, because I have nothing. Like, I could record these videos for like a decade and still be unsuccessful with it, but that's what I love. Like, to ask that question. I don't do it because I want attention. I do it because I like to do it. I like to talk freely. I just like to talk about what's on my mind and not talk about like normal as topics. How was your day? Good. Fuck you. Okay, yeah. So that's what I avoided: schoolwork and being vulnerable, just emotionally open. Yeah. Then truth. What this week revealed about who I am. So this week revealed about that I am not extraordinary. I just have the same problems as you guys do. I just found ways on how to get over them. Like, I still procrastinate. I still hinge eat. I do all those things, and I really need to work on them. But the first step of improvement is making it obvious. Make it obvious that that's something you need to improve. So the things I want to improve is like stop binge eating and start like planning your meals. Then being more emotionally open. Why do I always look at the ceiling and not at the camera? Probably 20 minutes of the video, I'm looking at the ceiling instead of the camera. And then what I am becoming? Great.
What?
I just really switched positive in the last few weeks. So, and I started really believing in myself, except trading, but yeah. Okay. And the last question. Correction. What is one thing I will do differently next week? Something I want to improve next week. Okay.
So
Oh my days.
I unravel.
Like, think of those questions yourself too, so you don't get bored while listening to my thinking. So one thing I want to improve for next week is my heart feels uncomfortable, like asking myself this question, but I know there must be something. Yeah, I think I have something. So I want to be more communicative, just more. I just want to have more people talk to me, or I just want to talk more to people and show them that I care, like family and friends especially. And yeah. And with that, we'll wrap it up here. I will continue to build the following week, like trading, everything, blah, blah, blue. And hopefully, I will see you next week at the Mind of a Dummy. And don't forget, if you like this podcast, to share it with your friends and families and drop a like, because that's how you can support me for free. I'll never ask for money. I probably will. I don't want to say it. Let's say it like this. I hope I never monetize my videos or my content. If I do, I'm a bitch. And yeah, let your actions speak louder than your words.